Meet Gregor, a Bernese mountain dog puppy. Gregor is not just any puppy, he is a bundle of joy and energy, always ready to explore the world around him. From the moment he opened his eyes, he was curious about everything. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds, and the gentle breeze that ruffled his fur. Every day was a new adventure for Gregor. Gregor was a ball of fur. His coat was thick and fluffy, perfect for the cold mountain climate. His fur was a beautiful mix of black, white, and rust, making him look like a little bear cub. People often stopped to admire his unique markings and his soft, velvety ears. He had a way of making everyone smile with his playful antics and his wagging tail. He had big paws and an even bigger heart. Those paws were a sign that he would grow into a large, strong dog, but for now, they made him look adorably clumsy. He would often trip over them while running, but he would quickly get up and continue his playful chase. His heart, however, was already fully grown. Gregor had a loving nature and a gentle soul. He was always ready to offer a comforting nuzzle or a warm cuddle. He was a Bernese mountain dog. This breed is known for its strength, loyalty, and gentle temperament. Bernese mountain dogs were originally bred in the Swiss Alps to help with farm work, pulling carts, and herding cattle. Gregor carried this heritage with pride. He had a natural instinct to protect and care for those around him. Even as a puppy, he showed signs of being a reliable and trustworthy companion. These dogs are known for being gentle giants. Despite their large size, they are incredibly gentle and patient, especially with children. Gregor was no exception. He loved playing with the village kids, letting them climb on him and pull his ears. He never showed any signs of aggression or annoyance. Instead, he would lie down and let them pet him, his tail wagging happily. The children adored him, and he became their loyal playmate. Gregor lived in a small village in the Swiss Alps. The village was nestled between towering mountains and lush green meadows. It was a picturesque place with charming cottages and winding paths. The villagers were friendly and welcoming, and they all knew Gregor. He was a familiar sight, trotting along the paths, exploring the fields, and greeting everyone with a wag of his tail. The village was his home, and he loved every corner of it. The mountains were his playground. Gregor loved the freedom and the vastness of the alpine meadows. He would run through the fields, his ears flapping in the wind and his paws kicking up the soft grass. He loved the feeling of the cool mountain air and the scent of wildflowers. The mountains were a place of endless adventure for him. He would climb rocks, chase after birds, and explore hidden trails. Every day was a new discovery. He loved to run through the fields, he chased butterflies. The sight of a butterfly fluttering by would send him into a joyful frenzy. He would leap and bound trying to catch it, his eyes sparkling with excitement. Sometimes he would catch one, only to let it go again, watching it fly away with a look of pure delight. The fields were his playground, and the butterflies were his playmates. He could spend hours chasing them, never tiring of the game. He made friends with the other animals. Gregor was a social puppy, and he loved making new friends. He would play with the farm animals, running alongside the sheep and goats, and even trying to herd them. The other animals seemed to sense his gentle nature and would often come up to him, nuzzling him affectionately. He had a special bond with a little lamb, and they would often be seen playing together in the fields. Gregor's friendly nature made him a beloved member of the animal community. Everyone in the village loved Gregor. He was more than just a pet, he was a part of the community. The villagers would often stop to pet him, giving him treats and scratching his ears. He had a way of brightening everyone's day with his cheerful presence. He would sit by the village square watching the world go by, and people would come up to him smiling and talking to him. Gregor had a special place in everyone's heart, and he brought joy to the entire village. He was a happy puppy. Gregor's days were filled with joy and laughter. He loved playing in the fields, exploring the mountains, and spending time with his friends. His happiness was contagious, and it spread to everyone around him. He had a way of making even the gloomiest days seem bright. His playful spirit and loving nature made him a cherished companion. Gregor was truly a happy puppy, and his joy was a gift to all who knew him. But Gregor also had a dream. Deep down he longed for something more. He would often sit on a hill looking out at the horizon, his eyes filled with wonder. He dreamed of exploring beyond the village, of seeing new places and meeting new friends. He wanted to experience the world and all its wonders. Gregor's dream was to embark on a grand adventure, to follow his heart and see where it would lead him. And one day, he knew he would make that dream come true. The Swiss Alps were magical. Tall mountains touched the sky, waterfalls tumbled down rocky cliffs, wildflowers bloomed in meadows. Gregor felt most free in the mountains. He would often stare up at the peaks. He dreamed of climbing to the highest point. He wanted to see the world from above. This dream filled him with excitement. Gregor was meant for adventure. Gregor loved his life in the village. He loved his family. But he felt a pull towards the unknown. He wanted to explore the world beyond his home. One day, Gregor decided to follow his heart. He set off on an adventure into the Alps. He didn't know where he was going, but he knew he had to go. This was the start of Gregor's big journey. As Gregor journeyed, he met a young girl named Lena. Lena was kind and adventurous, just like Gregor. She loved exploring the mountains too. They quickly became friends. Lena promised to help Gregor on his quest. They faced the challenges ahead together. Their friendship grew stronger with each passing day. Section 5: Challenges and Triumphs in the Mountains. The mountains were not easy to navigate. Gregor and Lena faced steep climbs. They crossed rushing rivers. They even encountered a snowstorm. But through it all, they never gave up. Gregor's courage inspired Lena. Lena's kindness gave Gregor strength. They helped each other overcome every obstacle. Their bond grew unbreakable. Section 6: The Wisdom of Old Max. One day, they met an old St. Bernard dog named Max. Max was no ordinary dog. He was a legend in these parts. His fur was thick and warm, perfect for the harsh winters, and his eyes held a depth of wisdom that only comes with age and experience. The villagers often spoke of Max in hushed tones, sharing tales of his bravery and intelligence. Max had lived in the mountains his whole life. He knew every trail, every hidden nook, and every secret the mountains held. His paws had traversed paths that no human had ever seen, and his nose could detect the faintest scent of danger or opportunity. Max was not just a dog, he was the guardian of the mountains. He was wise and knew many stories. Max became their guide. He led them through treacherous paths with ease, always knowing the safest route. The hikers and villagers would gather around him, eager to hear his tales. Max's stories were not just entertaining, they were lessons in survival, courage, and the spirit of adventure. He taught them about the mountains. Max showed them how to read the signs of the weather, how to find food and water, and how to stay safe in the wilderness. His knowledge was invaluable, and those who listened to him found themselves better prepared for the challenges of mountain life. He told them tales of courage and adventure. Around the campfire, Max would recount stories of daring rescues, of lost travelers found, and of the unbreakable bond between humans and dogs. His tales were filled with excitement and danger, but also with hope and the triumph of the human spirit. Max's stories filled Gregor with even more determination. Gregor, a young hiker with dreams of conquering the highest peaks, found inspiration in Max's words. Each story was a lesson, a piece of wisdom that Gregor took to heart. He felt a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper connection to the mountains. He was one step closer to his dream. With Max by his side, Gregor felt unstoppable. The old dog's guidance and stories had given him the tools he needed to face any challenge. Together they climbed higher and higher, each step bringing them closer to the summit and to the realization of Gregor's dream. Section 7: The Importance of Following Your Heart. Gregor faced many doubts on his journey. He sometimes felt lost and alone, but he never forgot his dream, and he never stopped believing in himself. Max reminded Gregor to always follow his heart. He said that true happiness comes from pursuing your passions. Gregor took these words to heart. He knew he was on the right path. Section 8: Finding Family in Unexpected Places. Gregor started his journey looking for adventure. He found something even greater along the way. He found friendship with Lena and wisdom from Max. They became like family to him. Gregor realized that family wasn't just about blood. It was about the connections you make. It was about the people who love and support you. Gregor was surrounded by love. Section 9: The Enduring Spirit of Gregor, a Legacy of Love and Courage. This is the story of a dog whose journey through the Alps became a symbol of perseverance and love. Gregor was not just any dog, he was a beacon of hope and courage for everyone who knew him. Gregor finally reached the highest peak in the Alps. It was a moment of triumph, not just for him, but for all those who had followed his incredible journey. The path had been long and arduous, filled with challenges that tested his strength and determination. He stood tall and proud. He had done it. The view from the top was breathtaking, a panorama of snow-capped peaks and endless sky. It was a sight that few ever witnessed, And for Gregor, it was the culmination of a dream he had chased for so long. He had followed his dream. Every step of the way, he had been driven by an unyielding spirit and a heart full of love. The journey had not been easy, but it had been worth every moment. Gregor's eyes scanned the horizon, taking in the vast expanse of the world below. Gregor's journey taught him about courage, friendship, and the importance of following your heart. Along the way, he had met many friends, both human and animal, who had shared in his adventures and supported him through the toughest times. These friendships had enriched his life and made his journey all the more meaningful. His story inspired everyone he met. People were moved by his determination and his unwavering spirit. Gregor had a way of touching hearts and bringing out the best in those around him. His presence was a reminder that with love and courage, anything is possible. Gregor's adventure became a legend. Around campfires and in mountain lodges, people would tell the tale of the brave dog who conquered the Alps. His story was passed down from generation to generation, a testament to the power of dreams and the strength of the human and canine spirit. It reminded people to never give up on their dreams. Gregor's journey was a beacon of hope for all who heard it. It encouraged them to pursue their own dreams, no matter how difficult the path might seem. His legacy was one of perseverance and unwavering faith in the face of adversity. Gregor's spirit lived on, encouraging others to embrace life with a big heart and an adventurous spirit. His story was a reminder that life is an adventure to be lived fully, with love, courage, and a sense of wonder. Gregor's legacy of love and courage continues to inspire and uplift, reminding us all to follow our hearts and chase our dreams.